I don't think there's anything anywhere further I can go.
Was he scary? Did you?
He was scary in real life, for sure.
I wouldn't sleep with him.
I wouldn't sleep with him, but there's a bit of something there.
A huge fan of his. I loved the script. When I read it all those years ago, I was like, yes, 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 yes. I want this movie to exist. I want to be a part of it. Everything. And then when Warlock came about, you know, I was unsure if I was right for it or if I could do it, but he believed that I could, and that was a motivator for me to try to, at least, and yeah, it's a movie that, like, you know, I don't know if it's like I've had this experience quite this much where it's like I would have loved to see this movie regardless if I was part of it. You know, I just would love to be. I'm a fan of this movie and of Robert. So the fact that, you know, I got the possibility, like the opportunity to be a part of it in such a way was a no-brainer. And then, yeah, you know, I've done these kind of really far out there sort of transformational roles before, and I think that this one is as far as I can get away from myself. I don't think there's anything anywhere further I can go in terms of complete transformation, physically and vocally and whatever. Yeah.
Was he scary? Did you?
He was scary in real life, for sure. Yeah. And because I think, you know, everything is like real. There's like very little, you know, CG in this movie, and so like the Count Orlok that you see on screen is the Count Orlok that we were, you know, seeing in real life, and so he's completely scary and imposing, and, you know, Bill is like quite tall already, and then he had these like Orlok heels that made him like even taller, and he was
stiletto.
Yeah, a little stiletto, and he was very, very scary, and of course, you know, he's a phenomenal actor, so, you know, when we were shooting those scenes, he was completely embodying that role. It was very impressive.
And during attraction, probably as simple as, you know, there's something interesting about, you know, the undead coming to visit the living. That's pretty juicy right there. And about people's relationship to, you know, strategies in their life versus, you know, the other, versus the end, versus, you know, it's a meditation on death. And then anytime you have a meditation on death, you introduce a meditation on sex, and anything you have a meditation on sex, you have a meditation on relationships and love. So it's a flexible thing. And the sexy vampire, he was sexy.
I think all of it was quite sexy.
He was rotten, but you know, I wouldn't sleep with him.
I wouldn't sleep with him, but there's a bit of something there. There's chemistry, and I think where there's chemistry, there's attraction, and where there's attraction, there's sexuality. So I think there's like, there was something there.
Because of the style and how Rob shoots, it's really absorbing, but also then it's like longer takes through each scene where it doesn't give you a relief. You get sucked in, and you have to stay with it, and that's something that just helps build the tension and the you know, weariness of what's about to come. And being on set was kind of like that. Rob, you know, the sets were, first of all, you know, there were 60 sets, I think, and they were all so, you know, realistic and beautifully designed. But then on top of that, the way that Jaron, the DP, lights them, it was all, you know, very moody and dark, and then there would be an atmosphere in there, and Rob would play music that was kind of imposing, so it was quite a sinister, oppressive place to be.
Yeah,
at
very
times.
all-consuming, for sure.
Yeah, but that's also what's great as actors, to be then put into that environment. It kind of gives you a lot of information, of, you know, and emotionally, you know, to perform.